Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 1-800-78 Radio. I hope everyone's having a good morning on this wonderful Monday morning. So, how's everyone this fine morning? I hope you're well. It's been a heck of a weekend. It's nice to be back, though. It's a nice, clear morning. Though for some places might be some storms, a little bit of traffic. You know, a radio show would not be the worst idea. That could be a totally fun bit. Either way, today we got some Minecraft, so we get to kind of just chill and vibe today. But overall, for those who may not be having a good morning, I do hope it gets better, and for those who are having good mornings, I hope you are doing well. Either way, let's slowly load in with the bit of lag that comes with. Quick reset of the chunks, and boom. So, last time. Okay. Ooh, these are almost broken. I know last time we were working on enchants. We got fortunate, my fortune pickaxe, and then we were working on getting a silk touch. We got feather falling 4 on one of the books. And we were working on XP. I remember that for sure. What else? Oh yeah, we were doing some villager trading and other things as well. We separated some of the chests. We found the end, so we know where the end portal is, so we could actually do the end. I don't know if we'll do it this stream or not. We might not. Who knows? But I did have a great weekend. As I mentioned why I left early on Friday, similar to why I mentioned I had to bake some stuff for a party. That actually turned out really well, apparently. Even though I used a completely new type of chocolate because they were out of the normal type I use. So it was a bit of a learning experience, but it turned out pretty okay. Though it was definitely weird using it with gluten-free, because normally I use a completely different thing for gluten-free. So, definitely interesting, but still turned out really good. Though, I did get a lot done in terms of off-stream stuff, with just fixing some things, and of course I still have to finish my desktop, but I'm slowly getting there. Let's see. So I know we got a few things in. Yeah, we can get Sweeping Edge, we can sell a bunch of stuff to these guys. So that's something I can look forward to. And we're getting lots of XP for doing this as well. Yeah, we can get unbreaking pickaxes from these guys. We can actually get relatively okay armor as well, if we so decide, for a temporary thing. But I am here to grab a bunch of carrots, because I know we need quite a few of them. Because I am trying to slowly fill up my golden carrot stock. That's definitely something we need to work on. In terms of the Ender Dragon, I know I could easily just bed, and just screw it over. But honestly, I kind of want to give it a real fight. So I'm gonna like work on getting some better armor and stuff so we can actually give it a true fight and not feel the same over and over with it. Let's see. I know we got quite a bit we need to finish in the house anyway, so that's something we can work on at least. I'm trying to remember how many stairs I need. I think I need 5 worth, though I don't know for sure. I'll do 6 just in case. Um, Either way though, got quite a bit done. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that torch was in the perfect place. We'll just have to see how this looks when we do it, but the plan is to kind of actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to like, this is gonna be weird to do, but I'm gonna have both of these staircases next to each other like this, and I'll need to get some like spruce or something, but I got a plan. Either way. Ah, shit, I'm off. Okay, so I need a bit more. 2 should be enough. You know, we really need a wood version of the stone cutter. Like, in my personal opinion, we definitely need that. God dang it, I'm gonna be 1 off, aren't I? Yep. Why am I always 1 off? God, I am really bad at that. Do I have any extra in any of these? I have 1. Oh my god, it's a miracle. Either way, um, as we were doing. But I know we're gonna want to put some logs and stuff to kind of decorate and get the walls up. Um, we're also gonna need to figure out about rooms because I do want to make this actually look nice with like different rooms and stuff. So that's gonna be important. You know what? I could use oak logs inside if I really wanted. Though if I'm to do that, I don't know if I want to use oak logs or something else. See, oak logs look alright, though they kind of blend with that a little. I don't know. Hey Sam, hope you're well today. Same for you, 21. It's a fine Monday, isn't it? But yeah, I'm just doing some Minecraft stuff. I know I kind of switch between some games and other things slowly, but honestly, the plan for today is to do a bit more with the house, and also work on getting some stuff so we can deal with the Ender Dragon. Because I'm not gonna just easily cheese it. I'm just gonna go out of my way to, like, actually give it a fucking fight. It deserves a fight at least. I could go for dark oak, but let's try some spruce. Where's my... Do I have an axe? No. I'll just make one out of iron. It's always when I need something that I don't have it, isn't it? That's usually how it goes in Minecraft. You need something and you don't have it. I usually break my axes through stripping and other means. Okay, let's try spruce. I think it'll look better if I, like, do it this way. Let's see. Of course, that's going to go up 1. And then I can put the trap doors. It's harder to tell like this, but let's try it down here. So it's going to affect this. And which one? I'll do this so I can mark it. And this. Ah, shit. Nah, I'll fix it later. But... Hmm... It just doesn't look right. At least not yet. I mean, what I could do is kind of like fully block off this section and remove that, but even then I don't think that's going to look right. That's a shame. I was hoping it would look nice. It didn't. But it happens. I know overall, like, I have so many possible designs I can go through for this, so I'm not too miffed about it. But, yeah, we'll just have to see. I need to do it like this. There we go. And I can also put these back, so, this one was ammo, and then we had miscellaneous. Yesterday wasn't fun? Well, let's just hope today's better. That's all you can really do. Hope for a better day and a better tomorrow. At least that's how I look at it. Though at least it is a nice day today. It's actually nice looking outside as well. Did I miss one log? Or was it 63 the whole time? Because if it was 63 the whole time, that actually I'm surprised I didn't notice. That's actually going to annoy me a little bit. Sure, why was yesterday not that fun? I know personally for me, a lot of my weekend was just a lot of boorish tasks. Same old, same old. Just having to do a bunch of stuff, even if I don't like doing it. Grab some more pumpkins. Hmm. But yeah, I do want to try and get to the Ender Dragon eventually. But that's going to be a few... Ah, shit. That's going to be a future thing. Why is it always that, like, there's always, like, these lines when it comes to farming that, like, aren't fully grown, and it's so annoying to me. It's always, like, in this very line specific, and I don't know why. I really should get bees as well, because then they can pollinate these as well, so that would be pretty nice. Because bees pollinating would speed up the growth of these crops a bit more. And since the crops kind of get me emeralds and help fuel my desire for golden carrots as food, it does help. Okay. Now to get the cow's food done. Yay! Yeah, with cows, I am not a good owner. I mean, they're literally in a hole over there. I could build them a very nice farm, but honestly, I think keeping them in a 1 by 2 hole is perfectly fine. I mean, the whole point of the farm is entity cramming. But, shit, I keep breaking things that I think are done, but aren't. Um, got news, my brother's dog, Ruby, that they got rid because my brother wasn't taken care of, which I heard. Ah, interesting. Yeah, when it comes to dogs and other pets, I found that you can't really do too much, but yeah, if it's more of a thing of honestly, if you're not going to take care of your dog, why did you get a dog in the first place? Like, it's a whole commitment thing, too. The amount of time I spend with my doggos is a whole different story because I spend time with them when I do get chance. But even then, it's only as much as I can. It's really down to the whole thing of being able to give them an actual, like, the care they need, but yeah, it fully depends on situation, and I don't really know enough to say much else on it. Yeah, like if it was like your brother's dog and he hadn't taken care of it, that's a whole nother story. But like if you're taking care of his dog, at that point it should just be your dog, in my opinion. But that's just me. Like I take care of my doggos quite a lot because I love them, and I like I have spent many a time with my dog, and it's something especially with my family is like when someone in our family passes, especially when it comes to dogs, as long as we know they can be taken care of, someone else will take care of them. As long as we know they will be taken care of, which for the most part, most of us will. It just depends on money in a lot of cases sometimes too, but even then, yeah, it's I can't really say too much on that. But it happens sadly, and either way, hopefully, most you can do is hope that some good comes for the doggo, and that's about as much as I can say. But yeah, for my weekend, we did a very interesting D&D session that I was rolling insane as a DM while my players were not rolling very well for the most part. So that was quite awkward, but funny. Like one of my friends, because they were fighting these undead that attack 3 times in one turn with their multi attack, mind you, they literally heard the warning, and I quote, "It gets dangerous at night. You should be careful." But I think they ignored it or didn't hear me, and they stayed around till nighttime and had to deal with it. And I'm just here like, I warned you guys. And so, I mean, they still won, but they got beat to shit and back. And I'm just here like, boy, it's almost like there was a warning or something. Like, my D&D group, I love them. I really do. But sometimes they need to just not tune things out and listen because it is gonna get them killed. And it's crazy because one of the enemies, specifically the captain that I did for it, um, rolled 2 nat 20s in a row because it had advantage. So it was 20, 20, and then a 17 for the highest rolls. And then that's a +5. And I also found it funny that the Blood Hunter hadn't gotten new armor since she was level 1, despite the fact I had asked her, "Hey, do you want new armor?" And she's like, "No, but I can't find any." It's like, "Because I told you should probably go to a blacksmith if you want normal armor, but you kept going to magic item shops looking for enchanted armor." So, the cleric sorcerer gave her the medium armor she had because she only lost 1 defense by taking it off because sorcerer stuff, and also her natural scales that comes with the abilities of being a draconic sorcerer, but and also dragon. But I'm just here like, finally you have AC above 14. It's now 16, I believe. And I'm just here like, I had talked to you about this so much. I get you get busy, but the amount of times I literally said something along the lines of, hey, we're in a new town. You can get new armor or weapons or items you might need. And I would specifically look at her when I would mention armor, and I don't think she noticed ever. And I'm just here now, like, finally. Fucking finally. Because this last session. Hey Ziggy, hope you're well today. But this last session was the first time in a long time that she got really, really low. I always forget I have partial touchscreen when I go to like um accidentally touch my screen because I will say this now. I have this thing where sometimes I'll see a screen, my brain just I see something and I can't tell if it's like a little mark or in game, and I just instinctively go to touch it. And that's probably not the best idea. Either way, though. Ooh, another dark oak sapling. Maybe I'll get one more? No? Maybe? New class, same shit? That's fair. Yeah, that's something I've noticed, especially, like, I've kind of talked to my partner a bit recently, and yeah, same stuff for them. I know, yeah, when it comes to classes, you can only do this, you can only do so much. But, you can at least look at the bright side that for each class you do, you get one step closer to finishing it. That's how I look at it. Honestly, I actually like taking Minecraft slower overall. Being able to take it slower and just kind of do things at your own pace is so nice. Okay, we need to get a few of these. I can get the hidden power of bookshelves pretty easily, I believe. I think it's... I'm trying to remember how you make one of these. I haven't made one of these in a long time, it feels like. I think it's like this. Yep. Like, we might as well get... Like, my thought is, I might as well at least get a few of these done. Do I have any comparators? Yes, I do. Power of books! Oh yeah, I forgot. I think that's one of the dumbest things is that you need silk touch to not break a chiseled bookshelf. Especially English class. English class. English. English class sucks a lot. But coyote can be used as with projectile weapon yields or projectile. Jeez. Actually, I believe there is a bag where you can pull out a coyote as like a random animal to pull out. Like unironically. A wizard is trying to awaken a demon. The Platos demon is pure-hearted and wants to help in the world. Honestly, that's pretty funny. So it actually reminds me of something. So since I have this thing called the gambling potion, the blood hunter managed to get one where it's there is now a demon after her slash devil that is randomized or chosen by the DM. I randomized it. They don't know who it is yet, but for those who might have heard of Grotz, you know, Grotz. If you don't, I can tell you who Grotz is. Heard English class sucks. Yeah, I speak good English. You'd never know it's my first language with how bad I speak. Ha! English? What's that? Don't you mean uh ink? God, I'm so dumb. But for those of you who don't know who Grotz is, holy shit. He is a very terrifying like demon overall. It's from it's basically CR24. But yeah, he's from Monsters of the Multiverse and stuff. Very terrifying creature. So for those who have never seen Gratz, yeah, I give you that knowledge. Like from my experiences with like learning about Gratz, he is terrifying. And if I really wanted to bring him up, I would have to just take a sec to get out of my chair and go over and grab my book to read the exact description because Gratz. I actually have the book right over there next over off to my side a bit. Like I have a bunch of stuff. I have the Monster Manual, Player Hand. I have a lot of different D&D books, but long story short about Gratz is he is a very terrifying demon slash devil, and since he has certain abilities like owning a few things that may or may not be deadly to the whole of the universe in its own regards. Some iterations of him have um a ring that gives him wishes, others don't. It depends how it's written by the DM. I've seen multiple versions of Gratz be used through different campaigns of different people. I've even heard about a few. But Gratz is terrifying. And because of how Gratz is, he's very manipulative. And I decided what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that to my advantage. Meaning, they not only have a BBEG to deal with, they also have Gratz. They have a Demon Prince and the BBEG to deal with. Which sucks! For them specifically. But my plan with Gratz is the person who quote unquote hired the assassins eventually did regret her decision, finding out and stuff about what happened, leaving a child without a mother and father type thing. And it caused her to spiral deeper into her grief, where she regretted her decisions. But when the party um, meets her, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna specifically make it so that basically they have a choice to follow what she asks of killing her or not. And either way, whatever they choose, they're not going to be able to because she's basically going to get mind controlled for a bit and forced to fight. And depending on what option they choose depends on how like painful it's going to be for them to watch because they'll be able to see that she has no control. And I'm because I want to make this emotionally impactful, but also because of the one player's want for revenge in her character, but also wanting to like have this very emotional moment with it, and and she even said, "I want you to surprise me with something." So I am going to really just show like some of the negative that can come from that type of revenge. And I am so excited to see their reactions because whenever that does come up, they're not going to fight Gratz, but it's going to set him up as a villain. And I'm going to use Gratz and Isel together as possible, like, allies that they need to fight. So that would be really fun to see. Cool. Yeah, I need to go grab some more iron from my little farm. But my plan is to use Gratz and stuff like that. Give Gratz a bit more oomph with the story. Because it gave me so many ideas when I first read that, oh yeah, you need you now have a demon that doesn't like you and stuff. And even then, I was talking to one of my players, and he wants to basically multi-class from a rogue to at least a level in druid. And because he's so close with the cleric, and like they've been doing a lot of stuff together, and the cleric is part sorcerer, but also a cleric of life and death and time, technically, if you count all the things that her god encompasses, life, death, and time, and the fact that druids are nature based. I kind of talked with him about it, of making it so when that stuff is used, it has something related to the life cycle of nature itself. And they seem to really like the idea of it because I know we're all nerds for that type of stuff and cool story beats. Because with the gambling potion, they actually got the gambling potion effect of they are now lucky type thing, where basically everything they did that day they had luck with, and so they tried to talk to a god, they tried to do this, and everything has advantage basically in some form or another. And it actually turned out surprisingly well. Like, it was really fun to watch because it was from small stuff like, oh yeah, you're the only one who didn't trip over this frickin' log, to, oh yeah, now you have a goddess who was actually able to talk to you. And I decided to talk with them a bit about it, and we decided to turn it into a bigger thing about part of the reason them going on this journey is to fix their broken soul that was basically partially like destroyed due to sequester and everything that happened during the sequester. And basically, unless they can get their soul fixed, if they die, they're dead, dead, and can't be revived in any form. And it's basically an internal thing where only the DM and the character slash player know about it. And it's this internal time crunch of like, if they die before this, they're fucked. But it also adds like that level of tensity that you can see with like how the character interacts with people too. And it's really fun because there has been some heavy moments in the last two sessions. We had the first of the last two sessions had huge moments between characters, and this session recently has some cartoonish moments. I'll say that at least. I mean, they literally fought a flock of turkeys and started to actually like, because Boris is a changeling that has the ability to change into animals. Um, they thought one of the characters thought he turned into a turkey and was like, "Boris, is that you?" And it pecked her in the eye, and she's like, "Nope, not Boris." And it was really funny. Like, it's so funny seeing the different characters react because Boris is just high stealth naturally, plus the ability he's a changeling. Of like being a changeling helps so much already, but it's so fucking hilarious when you get these moments like this and you're just laughing because just, oh yeah, he's been on your shoulder the whole time. How did I not notice? Because he got a natural 20 plus 8. Either way, though, it's really funny because I'm just sitting there smiling to myself, knowing about all of this, and I'm just thinking to myself, this is great. This is just beautiful. Because it really is. It's definitely one of those things that I love to just watch. Actually, now I remember what it's doing. My brain is like, I forget what I'm doing halfway through walking to doing it, and then I just am like, oh shit. And then I go to do it again, and I just walk back, not knowing because I forgot again. But God, I love the story so far, and last session was just cartoonish in its own regard, but also very emotional in others. And it was quite funny. And it was honestly a nice little break from a lot of the just overly emotional stuff we were dealing with in the campaign so far for the previous session. So it was quite a nice change of pace. And it added quite a lot to just some of these characters, too. Because the amount of drama that we got, too, was ungodly, and it was amazing. Like, I love seeing that type of stuff and experiencing it, especially with my party, because you get to see a whole new side of a lot of people, and the emotion behind it, too, really just sells it. I would like to buy it. Oh, I don't have enough. Well, I'll buy a sword. Either way, put this away. But yeah, like, I have spent so much time, like, just on my own in general, like, learning about these different things, just so I can do D&D with my friends. And honestly, it's been freaking great. Like, being able to experience all that with people is so fun. Because you don't really get that chance all the time. So it's nice when you get to. I know personally, I am really excited to see what comes of it. Because just being able to see your friends actually, like, make these huge, like, strides in their character is really nice. Stone. Okay, yeah, I need to check that. I know one thing we were working on last session, not session, stream, was this. We need quite a lot of stone bricks. So I'm gonna go grab some. Um, Stone bricks. More stone bricks. Coming up. And then, of course, I also need the stairs, too, because they're important. Then we're gonna need some shroom lights and other things. But yeah, like, it's so fun to get to do all that type of stuff. And I highly suggest, like, trying D&D if you haven't. Especially if you like role-playing and role-playing games, because they're really fun. My friend's birthday went pretty good. Was pretty chill. It was honestly nice to be able to hang out with some friends and stuff as well. So, it was a nice change of pace for a while. Plus, it was relaxing. Being able to spend a little time with some friends. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. And then it will look cooler. Hopefully. There we go. But yeah, like, the D&D session went great. The birthday went great. It definitely surprised her quite a lot. Um, I know it was only three of us because the other two got sick. And they and I remember one of them was just like verge of tears because she felt so bad that she got sick, and it's like, it happens. It's okay. Like, even then, it was still a fun party, and we still got to chill together, and it was nice. That's one of the nice things about being able to chill with some of your friends, is when you're with the right people, especially when it comes to friend groups, you just can chill and do stuff. And since she turned 21, we had mocktails because she doesn't like alcohol, which, fair. I'm with her on that. I'm not a fan of alcohol personally either. But for those of you who've never heard of the mocktail, it's called the M squared or the Matthew, and it uses pineapple juice normally. I'm not a fan of pineapple as much as I used to be. Part of it's due to the acidity, but I since we used apple cider as our cider with it, I replaced it with lime extract, and it tasted like applesauce to me, like one of those old like tasting applesauces. So it was like really weird, but it was still pretty nice nonetheless. And it was definitely an interesting taste. Definitely one I did not expect. So it was a welcome surprise in that regard. Either way, though, there we go. Like, just trying that type of stuff was definitely interesting. Because I'm not someone who usually gets the chance to, like, try new things all the time. But it was nice to try them for the first time and, like, actually able to taste them. Because I'm not someone who's really tried mocktails before this, and it was definitely interesting. I honestly prefer mocktails, though, from my experience, because I'm someone who likes a definitely more fruity taste. Also, this room is starting to look really nice. Slowly but surely. Um, put that away. Put that away. But yeah, like, I was working on it for quite a bit, too. Ah, it's gonna turn night soon. Both those grew. How are the villagers up there? I see one. What happened to the other two? Oh, there's one. More? I know where two of them are. Is there three in there still? There should be. Where's number three? I don't see number three. Huh. Interesting. I'm hoping number three is still in there, but if not, well, who knows? Well, I do hope you have a good day, 21. I'll see you later, too. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, turn night quick, please, game, because I'd like to just nap. Of course, I want to fill this up with a bunch of stuff to smelt so we can just add that to our XP pile. Because every bit of XP counts. There we go. Can't believe we're in full diamond now. To think we're in full diamond armor and we're not dead yet. It's crazy. We're not dead. Let's see. I do kind of want to go mining quite a bit. You know, there's quite a few things I really would like to try. Um, I know a few of them are different games, but there's a game I saw. I don't know the name of it, but it had slimes and stuff, and it was like a like a battle between friends and stuff. It was really interesting looking. I don't remember the name of it, but it looked really cool. I remember one of the slimes turning into a bow and arrow, but it was really cool looking. So I might try to figure out what the name of that was and get some friends together for that. That would be fun. I don't know how many people can play at once, but I saw like 4 people, so that's at least 4 people I could play with in total, including me. That'd be 3 other people, so that could be fun. Um, Of course, I've also looked at playing Risk on stream. That would be fun. At least for me. I know I'm someone who just loves those types of games. Like, multiplayer games are a big thing for me. I've always really loved them. And I know not everyone does, but I personally do. Time to explore this damn cave system a bit more. I know there's probably not an ancient city, or else we would have found one. But it's still a cool thought. I think that'd be a really cool, like, thing to do in this world is, like, rebuild an entire ancient city. I've done it before. Wouldn't be the first time. Took months, and I had help. Ziggy would know that pretty well. They were the one who helped me with it. So, take that as you will. But, yeah, I definitely want to try it again. I think it would be fun. Being able to do that, like, even if it's by myself. Of course, it would be a very long and tedious process, but it'd definitely be a fun little experiment to do again. Especially now that I, like, have a completely different thing. And we could either revamp it, or we could try and rebuild it as it was before. And if we were to revamp it, we'd be changing out a lot of blocks, so it's not just deep slate and stuff like that. But if we were to, like, refer, basically turn it into what we thought it would be beforehand, it would be a lot of deep slate mining. Either way, though, I still think it's a fun idea. We'd need to find an ancient city first, but it'd still be cool. Okay, oh god! That actually gave me a little bit of a fright there. Oh god. But, yeah, I definitely want to try a few new things. I know, another cool thing would be to turn the, end island into something. Because I've never really done that before, and I think that could be pretty fun. It's been a while since I've made a raid farm as well, so that could be another one. Oh god, I keep yawning. Yep, here it comes. And bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah, I get super nervous around spiders. Even in Minecraft. Like, I know I can beat them pretty easily, but I don't know. But there's that just internal arachnophobia, just like, nope, 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 nope. That just kind of stops me from feeling confident in dealing with them, even in Minecraft. At least not fully confident. Even if I don't always make it known. Could go for that iron and coal. I think that would be worth it, because the coal is very useful. Every bit of coal helps, and we can grab the iron too while we're up here. I think that's pretty worthwhile. I didn't do anything! Like, I didn't do shit to this guy. If I just stare at him like this, eventually he'll lose aggro. He won't move. Like, what did I do? I didn't do shit. Not to my knowledge, at least. Come on. Diagro. Fucking Jesus. Like, I didn't do shit to that Enderman beforehand. Like, I don't get it. There was something I did see the other day when I was just kinda. Because I usually put stuff in the background when I'm working. And I was pulling. Because my stuff is usually music for the most part, mixed with like random stuff because I usually just put on like background stuff. And I saw something on YouTube and I really thought about watching it, but I didn't, and I might go back and watch it. It was someone completing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet by following the 10 Commandments. And I I don't even know how you do that. Like I'm actually confused. Like how are you going to beat the game? Because if I remember correctly, one of the things is about not murdering. Even then, thou shalt not covet. Does it mean no items or like you can't steal stuff? I mean, there's a move called covet. Like, does it mean they just can't use the move covet? Even then, how are they going to kill things when literally they're not allowed to murder by the 10 Commandments? Are you starting to see what I'm thinking? How do you even beat the game? There's probably some like sideways way they figured out how to do it, but I I really am just thinking to myself, like I definitely want to go back and watch it one day if I remember to, just so I can figure out how the hell they did it. Because even I don't know. Like there definitely has to be some sort of backwards rule or something. Oh my god. This is a double spawner, skeleton and zombie, and it's right under my house type area. Um, you know what I kind of want to do with this? Because of its location, I could make a double spawner with this. Name tag, horse armor, and other stuff. Imagine making a double spawner with this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck off. Let me just light this up a bit so we don't have to worry about anything spawning for a bit. At least anything nearby. But I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking, okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. So it would have to be like the drop chute would have to be like here. And since we're like edging deep slate, we do got space. And I don't know what type of spawner I'd make it, but it would also be a 2x2 in terms of like how of its size like this. So it would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like here maybe on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, it would have to go like either side, like right here, and that's just on those two. Interesting. It still could be an interesting thing where, like, we clear it out, make the spawners all nice and pretty, purdy. Ooh, piercing. And cat. Meow. But, that's definitely a cool find. Like, you don't really see that all the time. And they're close enough that we could set up, like, a spawn room and basically make it so they fall in either to their death instantly or so we can just kill them. And that would be a great XP farm. So, maybe we could try that. Oh, and dead. There we go. Either way, I still think it could be a fun little project. Like being able to make a dual spawner mob farm. That would not be a bad idea, honestly. Dual spawner mob farms can be really good. Oh, hi skeleton. And gone. Thank you for the staircase. And I heard a... Okay, that sounds I don't like hearing. Oh, that guy has a sword. Not anymore. Ooh, gold. Grab the copper. Oh, I'm out of space. I'll get rid of the arrow. I'll also grab the gold, though. I'll get rid of the site. Now, where's that skeleton? Oh, there's a drop chute up there. There we go. Now that that guy's been dealt with, let's try and light up a bit more. Um, One moment. Sorry about that. Of course I died. I had to answer a phone call because it was an important one. Uh, don't you love when you get an important phone call midstream and you lose track of what you're doing and then you freaking aren't paying enough attention and you get killed? Don't you just love that? Either way, let's try and get our stuff back. I know that personally that very much annoyed me, but of course it had to be the important call. Because no, they can't choose a better time. I was told it was going to be at 3, not at 9 a.m. that I would get the call. But no, it's a check-in for the call at 3. It's like, why? Like, I confirmed it yesterday. And why so early beforehand? I'll never get that. This is one thing I do hate about adulting and dealing with frickin' calls and appointments. You just get called at some of the worst times. I just don't get why they have you check in so early after literally confirming the day before just to confirm again. When I know very well they're gonna call again around like 2 at, and check in again. Because they almost always do. But they rarely ever call this early, and that really annoyed me. It's just one of those things of like, really? And then having to re-say my birth date multiple times, in some cases for like doctor ones, because they mishear you or something. Oh my god, those suck. My birthday's March? May? No, March! With an R! What? How would you hear May? And I know I sound very annoyed by it, and it's because I am. But it's like, you think after enough times, you just would get used to it, but no. Ooh, there's a slime chunk there. But it's like, I even said March, but they hear May. Like, that's happened multiple times, and I don't get it. Is it my accent? Because if it is, I don't. I didn't notice that. At least not personally. Because if I have that type of accent, I never noticed. But yeah, it's one of the many things I gotta deal with. Let me just put these back on. And of course, I also lost all of my levels. Because why wouldn't I? Where is my food? There's some food. Not my food, but it's food. Oh, there it is. Even then, yeah, it definitely annoys me because it's just like, I've told you the month, etc. It's like, Or I've checked in literally not even like multiple days ago. Like it was literally yesterday. That's something that's always kind of annoyed me about phone type stuff is when they do that. Like if it's over email, okay, I get it. That I can check easily. But when it's a phone call, it's just like you have to get I have to get hyped up and mentally prepared just to say hello on a phone call. And ah, that's how I feel. Is just ah. And I lost all 30 of my damn levels because I was distracted. All because of that phone call too. So it's like really annoying. Because like I spent so long trying to get those levels. Hmm. But yeah, like I'm at another point right now of just like, what the fuck was that skeleton? Like, it had to have had like a multi-punch bow, like, for sure. Like, that was like punch two, almost definitely. Like, that was actually disgusting. Frickin' skeletons with punch bows and their frickin' bones. Why do I have a dirt block? Get rid of the tough. And I want to grab the gold. And I need to head out of the mines now. Ah. But yeah, like, that's definitely something that I've noticed a lot that just annoys me is the phone stuff. Because it's just annoying. Because after you do the same stuff enough times, you're just like, here we go again. And you just kind of stop caring. Oh wow. And now my phone is low battery. Great! I like being able to read chat. That skeleton's burning to death, I think. Nope. I'm done. I'm leaving. I don't need to deal with more enemies. Just going to break my coal and chill. There. Fucking zombies. Huh. Something about Minecraft enemies, just, they're either really easy to deal with or just super annoying. There's no in between. Not to my knowledge, at least. I don't need the bones. Or the diorite. I got enough diorite at home. Even then, mobs are only supposed to spawn at light level 0 now. Like, specifically, like zombies, skeletons, and creepers, and spiders. So, yeah. Hmm. I do find it quite funny. Um, the whole slime farm design we use now is unironically similar to one that Mumbo Jumbo proposed a long time ago about making it in a swamp and stuff. Like, it's basically a modified one before, like, any of the changes happen, and I find that to be one of the funniest things of, like, it was before your time, Mumbo. It was before your time. Like, That's just great. Because if he was just a few years later with that, he would have been able to discover that. Then again, people might not have revisited it either, so who knows? It's still pretty cool, though, to think about. Though, personally, I really do like the stuff that, like, Il Mango makes. For those of you who don't know who they are, you need to look at some of their Redstone stuff. It's actually insane. Il Mango is insane when it comes to Redstone. There's people who are good at Redstone, and then there's people who are geniuses with Redstone. Like, for example, Tango Tech's Decked Out 2. I'm quite sure that is the most complex and big thing ever made in survival Minecraft with like working redstone and stuff. Like that's probably one of the most, if not the highest. I wouldn't be surprised if that is a world record for it because it's actually amazing. You know, that would be a fun thing to try one stream maybe. If I with when I get my desktop done, trying a decked out run. That would be cool. I've never played decked out, so but I know how it works, so that'd be fun. Moment of clarity. That'd be a fun thing to listen to. Listening to my screams and oh dear god, what's that to certain things, as well as oh god, not again, for each time I get closer and closer to death. Doing a few of those could work pretty fun as like a little stream. Doing stuff like decked out would be awesome for a stream. Because I think that would be really cool. I know another thing I definitely want to try is maybe making 3D Pokemon models in this game would be cool. Just need to try after all. And then I could put the coal in here. Oh boy. Put these away. Put this away. You know, there's a point where you just are like so tired of the same old that you just kind of sit there and stare at it and you're just like, how am I even gonna do this at this point? And that's kind of where I'm at times with some of this stuff, because I'm just like, I don't even got a fucking clue how I'm gonna do this one. I guess put music discs in here? I don't know. And I keep yawning. And I'm not meaning to yawn either. And it's annoying me. It also annoys me that I have to get all my XP back. How am I gonna do this? I mean, I could just farm villagers out, but even then, that's only gonna do so much. Because villagers only go so far. God, I'm so tired of yawning. You know, if there was some way to stop yourself from yawning, that would be great. You know how many times I'd take that before stream? And I know part of my yawning is just me raising my damn soft palate while I speak. And I know for most people that makes no fucking sense. But for like music people who like sing, it makes a lot more sense usually. And I'm just here like, ugh. Because as you raise your soft palate more, you're more likely to yawn. Because it because it's warm, it's part of warming up your voice especially. And because of how my schedule works, I don't usually get much time to like make my voice like perfectly warmed up either. And when I'm even close to that, it like you can tell because I don't yawn much of if at all. Like even then it can take hours to stop that yawning part, and it's so annoying. But it's just a natural fucking thing our body does. Your body, when it sees something it can do, that's how I feel. It's just ah. I think that's a good way to express it. What else can I give villagers? Stick? Yes, stick. I like stick. Fun fact. One log makes one item frame. Now that's something that not a lot of people realize. Because item frames take 8 sticks, and you can only get 8 sticks per log. And thank you for your service. And you. Now see, these guys are how I'm gonna get all my XP back, are these two. And you. Gib. Gib. Okay. This is how little I give a shit about some of this. Me over here just like, yes. Um and then buy those. And then I can just use the rest to buy these. Okay. So, what I can do now is God, the amount of XP I'm getting. Like, just XP in general from this stuff is insane. Because you can make so much XP from villagers, but it's nowhere near as much as you can make overall. And you just gotta spend time doing it. Got some more of those. More of these. Now, I will keep one on me for now. The whole plan is to just keep going with it. I would like to make a better cactus farm that's like automatic, and I think that would not be a bad idea to set up. I just need a water bucket or two. Then I need some sand and a few other things. Okay, so yeah, because if I'm gonna do a cactus farm, I need to do this right. And the only reason I'm gonna do it is literally for XP and bone meal. There we go. Nice and clean. And I think if I'm gonna put it anywhere, I could technically put it on my second floor. Like unintentional, like unironically, I could technically put it up there. I don't know. Do I want to do a cactus farm? I mean, I could just do a small one and attach it to the cows. Even then, though, I don't know. I need to think about it. Because I have a few designs I could do. I might actually, copy this world and make a second folder in creative where I can basically just test certain things of this world and basically update it each and every bit. So basically, in the secondary world, I'd probably call it something like stream test or something. I don't know. But it would just be the same world with everything we have in it, and I'd probably update it every bit. And we'd be able to see, like, okay, we need this, 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 and this. Okay, so we need quite a few. Oh my villagers. Let's get a few more mine carts. I think that might not be a bad idea. Once crafters come out, I definitely want to use crafters to auto craft some things. Um, Specifically these. I want to auto craft them into blocks of iron. There we go. This is more than enough. Now I won't have to worry about these anymore for a while. If at all. So that's a good thing. It's always good to have extra. And it seems this guy's actually, like, I don't know if he's done work or not, or if that's just left over from the raid, but hey, it's useful. Okay. Let's go. Tell me, have you gotten your stuff back? 7? Jesus. You know, I could technically bring some coal and diamonds and trade, but I don't know. Ooh, that's already starting to oxidize fully. I gotta say, it is so nice to watch the copper oxidize slowly. It's probably one of the most satisfying things for me. And I don't know why it is, it just really is for me. And the house is looking nice, I just need to finish the fucking walls. Which is one of the things we need to do anyway today, so. Wood, spruce. Let's get this going. There we go. I'm gonna start like this, basically. Doop it doop it doop it. Doop it doop it doop. Doop it doop it boop 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 do 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 boop 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 do boop. It's like I got so many different things I can place down for these, yet somehow it's still not enough. Okay. Of course it's raining now. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it rain in Minecraft today? What is with Minecraft in these streams and just wanting to fucking rain? Like, it just wants to rain on our parade. Or something. Heh, heh, heh. Sorry, that's a bad joke. Either way, I guess I can literally just do. Boo 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 boo. And then I can just There we go. Can do this. You know, I don't mind Minecraft's, like, dark aspects and stuff like that with, like, the rain. I don't mind it, but sometimes it's just so annoying. Because it's just like, yes, we're going to rain purposely and ruin your chances. That's how it always feels. Which actually kind of fits real life quite a lot. But then again, they complain about certain things, like, oh, we don't want it like real life. And it's like, make up your fucking minds. Like, seriously. Make up your minds. There we go. Wood. Oak. I can grab some more oak real quick from these stripped logs. I think for now I'm going to keep this normal oak, but there is one thing I do want to try, and it's something I have seen used before. I just need to look into it, because I haven't done the design type before, and I'd like to learn. It's basically, I need a bunch of wood types, and I need to kind of study it a bit. But if I do it right, it basically will create a floor that looks like hardwood. Like actual hardwood floors. And I think that would be a really nice addition to make something like that in this. Just for the looks alone would be cool, but in general would be sick. At least in my opinion. Let's do something like this. And then, ah, shit. Either way. When it comes to that type of stuff, I'm always one to be like, I wonder how this can be used. Because I really do. And I'd love to learn how to do that hardwood floor that, I've seen multiple times before now. Because I think it would be a really cool design to use. I just need quite a few wood types and to study it a bit. And then I could probably recreate it pretty well. I don't know about perfectly, but definitely well. And I think that's good enough for me if it's done at least well. Womp, womp, womp. Doop 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 doop. Doop doop. Doop doop doop. Doop doop. Doop 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 doop. Bop 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 bop. Yay! But yeah, like, I definitely want to try this stuff more. I think it would be fun to try those types of things more. Like hardwood and other types of stuff in Minecraft, and I need time to, like, learn it, but I definitely want to try it. Plus, I think it'd be fun to try it at least in the survival world. Gives us a new little look at some stuff. And boop, some more light. I think it's good to kind of get, like, these bits and pieces down. Just to get some light in here. Because it's dark up there, and I might just put a chandelier there. Just so we can see. Like, to be completely honest. I feel like that might just be worth it, just to be able to see. Not for any other reason. Just so we can see. And boop, 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 boop. And, ooh, I still got a stack of each. But here's what I want to do. I am basically going to go up. And I am just going to slowly go down. And I think that's going to be more worth it to do. Because it will just look nicer when it's done. Because I know I'm probably going to add like bits of texture and like gradient. Probably here and there. And that's going to probably be done with a mixture of things. But it's just going to take a little time for me to do. And I think with how I'm going to do the gradient, I'm going to do like a mixture of spruce logs stripped and spruce planks, as well as a few other things, just to add a bit of variation. And I just need to kind of test it, and then I kind of will know for sure. Hopefully, at least. And I'm just going to put it there for now. I know it's one off of the normal one, but it's because of the roof. But honestly, yeah. That's just going to happen. It's almost done. Almost. We're going to definitely need to chop a bunch more trees. But, yeah. We at least got 4 more spruce and a bunch more oak, so we can at least get a bit more done. Not a lot, but it's a bit. A bit's better than a little. And a little is better than tiny. At least in this regard. There we go. I think kind of filling in some of these holes is going to help so we don't, you know, fall through constantly. But, yeah. This is going to help. I know, just in general, I'm actually kind of glad how this turned out. Because it turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Which, then again, isn't saying much, but it's still something to me. I know, either way, at least this build looks nice enough and isn't complete trash fire. So that's a win-win for me. Not a trash fire. Hell yeah. And boom. There. Now I can kind of mark this. And what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3. Because I want the one there, and then I need to go to the other side to do it. Because, yeah, this is how I'm going to kind of do it. Then 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two. And I'm going to use, like, slabs, and you'll see. Like, a mixture of slabs, for the most part, will be good for it. Put the bricks back. Do I have stone brick slabs? Yes, I do. So I can make this look not terrible. Because of what I'm doing. And do that. Because I basically want it to be this. It's going to look nice, at least. It's going to curve, and of course I want to do more with that, and I'm probably going to take it all the way up. I'm just going to need to take time to do it. And time is not with me on that. It is quite the opposite. Damn, these pumpkins are growing so fucking fast. At least it feels that way, though I know it's probably not that way. I wonder if they ever changed the ticks stuff with pumpkins and melons. Because I really don't know if they did or not. Because if they did, that would explain a lot. If not, then it just means I guess it's faster than I thought, or I'm lucky. I don't know. I really don't know. Because it feels faster. But I also could just be tripping. I really don't know. Either way, how is everyone today? Oh wait, have I already asked that? There might be new people. Either way, for those who might need to hear it, just know you get to chill. And it's nice when you get to chill. I know personally I've been just doing a lot of work in the background with just everything in life, so it's like, yay! So I'm just kind of chilling today. I know when it comes to coming up with things to talk about, I definitely have a lot more trouble when there's not people to talk, like talking with and stuff. It's definitely a little more difficult. Like, that's definitely something I will mention. That's always one of the harder parts. Coming up with what to talk about. Especially when you don't want to share a bunch of stuff about yourself. But yeah, today is just going to be a very boring day after stream, and it's just going to be filled with a lot of, like, I gotta do this, and it's just dumb. But that's adult life for you. Either way, still nice to just chill out and stream, play Minecraft. I know I want to fight the Ender Dragon next stream, I think, in terms of Minecraft streams. I think that's what I'm gonna do, is fight it next stream. It just depends how far we get, at least today. I know I still have a few other things I need to do after stream, before certain appointments and other things, and it's just, here we go again. Hell, I don't even know if I'm going to stream on my birthday or not yet. I haven't even thought that far ahead. It really depends if I want to sleep in or not. It also depends on how much or how little sleep I get. This is how little I care that the axe is broken. I'll just keep going. After a point, you just stop caring. I need a new fucking axe, and I know where to get one. Blomp. Ooh, more pumpkins. You know, we could totally make quite a few snow golems. I'd like to make a snow golem and just get a bunch of snow from it. That wouldn't be the worst idea. Because snow is nice to have as an extra white block. Plus, if I get a silk touch shovel, I believe it is, then I could get a bunch of snow layers, and that could look really nice. Could fit very well in a white build. I know, in terms of like the hardwood stuff, I know things we need are oak, spruce, and I think birch and dark oak specifically. I need to double check by going back and finding it, but we'll see. It's always the annoying part, trying to find it again. I know right now I am literally just going and placing loads of saplings just so we can get more birch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. My hope is to slowly complete this line of birch trees. We'll just have to kind of see. Womp. Because this is going to be a very long process of filling in slowly. Because, like, look how close we are. We're, like, verging it at this point. And it really annoys me because I'm just like, come on, we're so close. Ah. Let's see. I know today is gonna be the short. Just recently, I haven't had as much time to stream, and that's what sucks. So I've had to do a lot shorter streams as of recently, and I don't like it, but I know I have to because stuff exists in life that makes you like busy. Doesn't make me feel any better though because I feel bad about missing like full streams and stuff. I know there's some people I haven't seen in a while in terms of like on stream. Like certain people I haven't seen chat as much or in general. Like I actually remember quite a lot of people, especially those in chat. Like I actually like try to take care to remember everyone. So like I'll be like, "Oh, I remember you" or whatever because I actually do. That's something that I know quite a few streamers do is they just remember different people in their streams, and it's actually like as you start doing it more, you start to realize who your regulars are and who they aren't. And there's some people that are regulars who just kind of stop watching after a while, or who don't watch as often due to busyness, and you notice it. Like that's definitely something that you'll notice a lot more, and it's something I definitely want to try and like get better at overall. Is just getting more people who are regulars. Because I know I remember everyone already. And of course, we have our Discord and stuff, but I do try. Because normally I'm not the best with names, but I do recognize names when I see them. So I try my best to kind of say hi whenever I see people. Because, yeah, I know, just in general, like, I honestly really enjoy streaming. And I enjoy like seeing the regulars come back and watch and stuff. But it's definitely not easy all the time. Definitely times where I'm just like, dang, I really don't know what to do, or I'm just kind of at a standstill, etc. Like, after a point, you just kind of think that type of stuff and you just like exist. And that's kind of a thing that just happens sometimes. Even then, I still enjoy it. Doesn't change the stuff I enjoy. I know I want to do more stuff. I just don't have as much that I like play. Like that's something I've noticed since starting to stream more is I just don't play as much as I used to in terms of video games outside of streams. I just don't really care enough to play a lot of them. And I know that's something quite a few people like experience. And it's why I try to keep certain games kind of out of my streaming sphere for the most part that I play. Like, I don't know which games for sure I'm gonna keep out forever. Like, I might play some Pokemon on stream one day. I don't know. Right now, that's kind of stayed out of my game sphere, but I know eventually I plan to, like, look into some of the computer ROMs so I can play those with on stream and stuff. Because once I can figure out how to get like infinite fusion working, you better bet I'm gonna play that on stream. Because I think that would be really fun to do like a whole thing of infinite fusion and stuff. And of course, I'd name Pokemon after chat members and stuff. But I'd love to try infinite fusion and stuff because I'm a Pokemon fan already, and maybe we finish the game. I know there's a new game plus where you keep like the same Pokemon in your box, I think. So what I could do is like off stream, I could spend a bunch of time if we're able to find one of just Noibat or something. If there's a way to get one. I think I'm gonna do a randomizer honestly anyway, because I think that'd be fun. But if we can get a Noibat, I would totally breed a bunch and just have a full like section of Noibat fusions if there's enough. If there's not one, I'd love to learn how to do pixel art and make a bunch of like Noivern and Noibat fusions just to add to the list of stuff. That'd be fun. I'd also probably do quite a bit for like middle Evo fusions that don't have them. Like I'd probably go out of my way to look at which ones don't have, because I think that'd be a fun thing to try. I just need to figure out how to like how I implement stuff, and that would take quite a bit. I'd probably have to do it like on like a weekend or like just in general. I'd be spending like an entire day doing it, if not multiple. It'd probably be a multi-day thing, knowing me. Doesn't stream for a day because I'm just sitting there with my head against the wall banging it like seriously just work already. Who knows? I honestly love Pokemon, so like I'd love to try Infinite Fusion one day. I think that'd be fun. Plus then you guys get to see my love for Pokemon and stuff. God, there's quite a bit up there too. But yeah, I know this stream is going to be a lot shorter just because of like some of the stuff I have today. I might try and continue Minecraft tomorrow. I might not. I don't know yet. It's really a dice roll. I might also try and like do a bit of art. I still haven't gotten that fully figured out because I just haven't had time. a lot of streams that I don't like get fully figured out, I literally just roll a dice for. D&D getting me into gambling. Jokes aside though, like I think I've like there if I ever were to like make a Reddit post and stuff or like Reddit stuff, I would totally make one on D&D about I'd probably make one on like the D&D subreddit about the gambling potion and how I've unintentionally not like given multiple of my players unintentional gambling addiction ones with that potion because they always use it every single in-game day, and I think I've actually unintentionally given them a bit of a gambling addiction. Like unintentional um mistakes. And so yeah, that's a thing I've done now. How many people can say they've given their players gambling addictions? Not many. Jokes aside, though, yeah, I got a lot. I'll put this in here. Pumpkins in here. Let me guess, the new pumpkin? No, thank God. No more to build from. Oh my God, it spawned right there. But yeah, I'm not gonna cut down the oak yet. Right now, I'm just getting the spruce because I need it. But yeah, like I know the gambling potion is a fun concept and a fun thing for them to use. And I still need to like do a bit more to kind of like balance it. Like I need to go through I still have like and I add like new tables of stuff, but I need to go through and kind of balance out the tables more because there's one table that is literally just bad and like no good in it and I need to balance it. Yeah, I'm gonna get this planted, this last sapling, and I'm probably gonna. And I hate saying it, but I know I have to end stream soon because I have something to do at 10:30. So I hate having these busy days because I want to stream more, but I know I can't. It's one of the things that actually makes me a lot more sad. Is just I don't get the same time I want, and it's like there are times where I've debated, do I just cancel stream? But it's like, no, I'm gonna still give them a stream, even if it's not the best stream, because it's like not long, or I don't have enough time to give them a full-on stream. I'm gonna go to at least 2 hours and stuff. Let's at least harvest our farms first. Definitely me not slowly procrastinating so I can stay. Definitely. Oh, hi, pig. But yeah, like for me, I care a lot about it. And I care a lot about streaming for you guys. And when I don't get to do full streams due to my own stuff, because, like, I can't make this into a full-time job anytime soon. I need affiliate for that, and there would need to be more people as well. And I'd need to get quite far into it if I were to make it a more full-time job and have the time to always do it. But until then, I'm sadly stuck doing other things. And I hate when I have these weeks because there's always these days or weeks where I'm just like really busy and I fit in the streams and I can't even do full like 4 hour streams. And it sucks because I actually want to do full 4 hour streams. You get me? It's like I have something at 3, I have something at 10:30, I have something going on almost all day, every day, it feels like. Like Tuesdays, I try to get everything on Tuesdays. That is when I try to do all my stuff. But of course, sometimes you just don't get a choice. And that's something that's really annoyed me is I just don't have that choice. Because if I could, I would just do it all on Tuesdays and weekends. So then I could just give you all the full streams that you deserve, in my opinion. I'm still gonna push this till its limit because I need to like leave at least 10:15. Otherwise, and if I end up a little bit late, I end up a little bit late. God, am I the same person I used to be? I don't think I am. God, if you were to talk to me like years ago and tell me that I was gonna be purposely trying to stay late, and like purposely making myself late just so I could stream and make people like do streams for people, I wouldn't believe you. I'd say you're insane. Like, I used to be someone who always needed to be on time, early, etc., and I still am a bit of that person. But when it comes to streaming, it's almost like that person inside me completely changes to like this person who just wants to keep streaming and just chilling, but also being able to have fun with the people in the chat or in the stream. Like that's just kind of where I am as a person. Like I do care a lot about that stuff because it's important to me. I know not everyone feels the same, but I don't like care if people find me annoying or even just like find it like crazy that I just even do this in the first place. I actually enjoy doing this and it's fun for me. But I'm basically going to push this to its limits for me. It's always these last two. I probably could cut this down by just cutting out these two. Like in all honesty. And I'm going to basically do this real quick. Just so I can get stuff. And literally what I might just end up doing is, because it really depends what I have in the thing, because sometimes it will just be boom, done. Other times it won't be. Boom 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 boom. I think we have enough to enchant now. We have enough to enchant at least a few times. So that's a plus. And chunk. Let's just do a bit of this. So we got protection 3, blast protection 4, unbreaking 3, smite 4, fire protection 3, efficiency 4. That's the same. And quick charge. So I'm actually going to go for this. Damn it. I'm just going to make another pickaxe at this point. One, two, three. And I'm just going to try for Silk Touch. And only Silk Touch. Because that's all I can really do. Efficiency 4. Ooh, protection 4. Blast protection 4. Protection 4 on the helmet. Protection 4 on the chest plate. Sharpness 4. Oh my god. Or a protection 4. Hello? There we go, that fixed it. It partially came unplugged. How did I not notice that? God fucking damn it. I don't know how long that's been doing that then. Because that could have been doing that for like the past hour and I wouldn't have noticed. Either way, yeah, I know for me personally, I'm like pushing it back of like having to end stream early because it's like I don't like ending stream early and I know I'm going to have to today eventually. And I'm just thinking to myself, how can I do it? I could skip the thing at like it's fine when I got here. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know when it happened either, so it's like it happened at some point. I just don't know when. But yeah, like I know for me, I'm like slowly pushing it back, like, because I'm just thinking, yeah, I know I need to leave around like 10:15 if I want to get to certain thing, but I'm also thinking, you know, do I have to do that? Like, there's that internal side of me, like, but do you have to? And if that isn't the most like, but do I have, like, that is just my internal thing right now of like, I don't want to stop streaming. What if I want to keep streaming? Yeah, like I'm someone who actually enjoys streaming a lot, and I hate having life stuff to do because it means I'm not able to stream as much, and I'm just like, damn it, life. That's one of the biggest things with like not having streaming as like a full like time thing. And honestly, if it became that one day, that would be awesome. At least for me. Good, you're finally done with your trades thing. Like, I'm hoping I can get that one day, but I know it won't be anytime soon, most likely. But it'd still be really cool. Just one day being able to say, oh yeah, I'm a full-time streamer. Because, like, as someone who just loves streaming and loves being able to just entertain in general, it's honestly a dream of mine to be able to do that. I think I just heard that guy do their thing. Grab these and there we go. Do you make videos? No, I don't really have the editing software to make videos really, but I do upload them on a YouTube channel. Um, like I literally have like exclamation mark YouTube, which like I can just type that in and basically that's where I upload VODs for like streams that I do because they don't stay on Twitch forever. And then people can actually catch up with some of the streams and like the videos. And like right now I have two of the playlists, one for modded Stardew and one for Minecraft, and I started it like God, I started it before I started those series. I basically do I've been only doing the new series on it, like old series I didn't get in because it was like a later idea that was brought up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. And so since then I've been kind of doing that, but yeah, like I kind of try to keep that going slowly. Like I basically build up a batch and by exporting it to YouTube in private, and then I try to set them to each of their things and then set up dates where they just come out in a batch at a time so that like I can make sure that YouTube doesn't restrict certain things, etc. And if they do, they do. They don't, they don't. And it's kind of a side thing because I don't think it's gotten anyone new in to my knowledge, but if it has, I haven't noticed. Hell yeah, sharp 4, baby. Let's see, what else can we get? But like, yeah, I definitely need to like look into it more. It's one of those things where you just gotta hope and keep trying. Ooh, Depth Strider 3, I might just take that. Breaking 3 is pretty good. I'm Breaking 3 and I'm Breaking 3. Yeah, I might go for the Depth Strider boots when I get to 30 again. But yeah, like I try to keep it like everything pretty even with YouTube. Like cuz when I release a batch of videos, it's usually a thing of like a lot of the recent ones I've been doing Minecraft, Stardew and art recently. Like those are the things I've been doing a lot more recently. I just haven't had like started a new series for the most part except for like one that kind of like flopped because everything broke that day and I'm like god damn it, and I don't know if it was the game or not, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just not going to try that again on stream in case it was the game. And because ever since then, I try to load it up and I have issues with the game, and I'm like, okay, something happened with this game. I see you like to stream for exactly 4 hours. Yeah, I really do like to stream for 4 hours, like when I get the chance. And whenever I don't, like, whenever I have to end stream early, I always feel bad about it personally because I'm just like, I like streaming, and 4 hours is just the perfect time for me usually when I don't have other things that day. Like, it's just annoying. I also decided I'm just probably gonna keep going for a bit today, like a bit past where I probably should have stopped, just because the 10-15 thing isn't important enough for me to care. Finish non-stream stuff faster, you can do more streaming. I mean, that's fair. The issue is just some of the stuff literally, like, I try to get everything planned for Tuesdays and weekends when I'm actually not streaming, but of course you can only do so much about that. Like, I do go out of my way to try and not have to worry about it, but can only do so much sometimes. I know for me personally, though, I'm just thinking about like what's important and what's not. It's like I know there's stuff I should be doing, but I'm also like, eh, because I personally enjoy streaming a lot. It's one of the few like things I get to do that's quite relaxing and fun for me. It's also one of the few things I do that actually like I can just do for hours on end and be like, yep, I'm fine. 4 hours is usually just the best time for me overall because that's usually the amount of time I get in my normal days. And over time, I've just kind of gotten used to stuff. I know no matter what, the most important thing I have today is at 3, and that's a specific appointment. And then the second most important thing is frickin' literally 2 hours. Just ugh. Not even 2 hours, actually. The 10:15 thing is literally just was waiting for a specific call that I realized, wait, I got that earlier this stream. It says something when your brain gets so used. Like, my brain is one of those that just, it will focus in on specific times and not think about when something happens earlier because it's like, oh, yeah, that phone call. Either way, though. Like, that's just my internal dialogue in a nutshell. Like, I will look at something and be like, have I done that yet? Oh shit, I did. I did it early. It's so annoying though when you have like a specific time set up and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we're going to do it early now." And completely fuck up your timetables. Like as someone who likes to be very on time and like keep everything in a nice organized way, it really annoys me. Good thing is we're actually getting quite a bit and I can put one of these away. What do I need for the rabbit stew again? Yeah, I'm slowly working to getting every single edible food. I know I need a bowl. Do I even I have a bowl. Cool. Um, I think I need a carrot or a potato. I can't remember if it's baked or not. Then there's the mushrooms, I believe. I'm trying to remember everything I need because I rarely make rabbit stew. Hey, I was right. I actually remembered. I remembered it for once. A rarity. What version are you on? I'm at the most recent version of 1.20. Um, yeah, 1.20.4. But I know whenever they release 1.21, I'm going to be using crafters quite a bit because I do want to like try and learn more about them. I haven't really had enough time to play the snapshots for the most part. Like those are the things I don't have as much time for. So I sometimes will put it in the background while I'm working, like someone talking about it, so I can just try and keep updated. Like how they frickin' fucked around with the copper bulb, and now we can't get like odd ticks on Java because they don't get it on Bedrock. They're also making Java quite a bit more like Bedrock. Makes me think of Tekkit. Anyone knows what that is now? God, I remember Tekkit. Now that is old school. You know, I wonder whatever happened to Tekkit. I haven't heard that name since God. I haven't heard that name since like the Minecraft days. If anyone remembers what Minecraft is. God, Minecraft. That's how it actually got me introduced into like B00 and vintage beef and stuff. Like that's like my old school. Oh my god, yeah. God, that makes me feel old now because I remember those. Like I still remember there's a lot of them that I want to try eventually, but specifically I want to try doing the astral sorcery stuff again. Like I think that'd be fun doing like one of those and like a mixture of astral sorcery and other magic mods. I think that'd be fun personally. But yeah, like there's so many good mods out there. Oh, hey, an axe. How the fuck did it get here? Hmm. But oof. Oh, great. Ugh, I hate hoglins so fucking much. Hoglins are probably one of the more annoying mobs of this game. There we go. Like, one thing you need to do with this, because I got unlucky enough to spawn in a Crimson Forest. So, like, I have to constantly deal with them. But, like, whoever created some of these mobs, I just want to talk. Is everything okay at home? Is everything, like, okay mentally? Or, like, seriously? Also, I do need some of these shroom lights. And you run above lava. Oh, yeah. The Nether is honestly one of the most deadly places in the game. But there are certain mobs I hate with a passion in this game. And hoglins are one of them. They are one of the only mobs that I can actually like physically hate so much with a burning, and I mean burning, passion. Because while yes, they're easy to deal with in some ways, they're also very annoying in others. I'm trying to remember the exact directions we took. Ooh, a warped fungi. I'm gonna take it. Of course, we need to get across. I didn't think about that before I did that. Dumb streamer moment. Don't worry, people, your streamer is here with dumb moments, as always. I put down blocks and I get lost. Oh yeah, I'm the same way. What I'm doing is I'm specifically grabbing this so I can now put this over. Like, see, I even have blocks now. But no, I like doing this. Run. Yeah, scared little pussies. Sorry. I don't know what got over me there. Yeah, you don't like this, do ya, little shit? Okay. I've had enough now. For now. I'm trying to remember where I put that frickin' other thing, because I'm here, but I don't know how I got here. You get me? Oh. I'm fucking blind. I need to just, like, put torches going up here now. Because I'm trying to get to the end again. I need to get to the ender portal. Because that's my plan. I want to get over there to clear out some stuff. Um, where's that next piece of sand? I know it's somewhere. Hmm. Is the portal filled? No, not yet. I just haven't put the last eye in. I need to do that still. But there it is. Whew! What I'm doing real quick is marking this out with torches so I can find my way going back and forth. Because this is where the portal is for the end. And if this isn't the most, like, nervous I get, I don't know where else I get as nervous, other than here. Plus, it's so dark in here, I've needed to light this up. But yeah, as you can see, I'm missing one. And I have it, I just haven't put it in yet. Because I don't want to, like, cheese the Ender Dragon for once. I actually want to give it a real fight. And a chance. Keyword is in quotations, to be completely honest, because we know the Ender Dragon doesn't have much of a chance in general. But I do want to fight it normally instead of like the speedrunner way, personally, because I think that'd be fun. Just like asking for a guest spawn. I know it's always makes me nervous. It really does. Yeah, here's our library. Now I can actually light this place up. I get so nervous about mobs and stuff in this because I have died so many times to random mobs that like I always have to keep it nice and tidy and all bright, like otherwise I get super nervous. Oh, I guess since they're in unloaded chunks, yeah, they just don't despawn. I'm still lighting up like areas like this, even if they only go into like block, just nothing else. You know, it'd also be a fun idea to do a project where we just completely transform the stronghold. Like, I think that'd be another fun project just to try. God damn it! Like, just being able to completely transform it and change it into a completely different way of like, oh yeah, this is what it used to look like type thing. That could be a cool little thing. I just think it might be fun. I've only ever done fighting with a bow. Fair. Everyone's different with the Ender Dragon. I actually I've spent a lot of time in the past like fighting it, but I just don't actually like give it the time of day recently. Like I actually just don't, and I want to. So that's what I'm going to start doing a bit today is just working so I can. Because I want to give it that chance at least to get a few like on me outside of just yes, here's a bed. Boom. Let's do this and also I can hear that zombie wherever it is. Plus I do like the look of the stronghold. And if we do clean it up and stuff, I think it would be a fun thing to just see what we can make it. Because I don't think I've actually ever done it with a stronghold. I've only done it once with an ancient city with my friend, and that took me like a few months with them. And that was just to clear out the ancient city of Skulk to actually like even build it, and then it took another like a month to build it. Like that's how much time I have spent doing some of these types of projects, and I think it would be fun. Like as a stream project, just going out of my way to try that stuff. Oh no, not a baby, 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 not a creeper either. Haha, your weakness. Oh no, I forgot I left that door open. My weakness, doors. Not gonna lie, that door sound actually about gave me a heart attack. Like, that actually is so loud for me. Holy shit, how many are there? Oh god. Well, they're dead. Uh, Jesus. Well, at least I know what happened to them. Whoa, that... Whoa. What just loaded? Something just loaded. I felt that in my literal... Like, that lagged hard. What just loaded? Random cave said hi. Wonder how many structure silverfish blocks. Honestly, I think that'd be a fun thing to figure out. Like, just kind of count from the ones we haven't mined, because of the ones I've mined in this, I don't think we've actually run into a silverfish block. At least not yet. So that actually could be a fun little like test of how many silverfish blocks can we run into mining this structure out. I think that'd be a really fun thing to test. Like, oh, and I fell again. Because I don't actually know. Like, we could find out how much this has just in general. Because I think that'd be fun. And of course, we'd probably go through and like fix a few things, like change a few things, stuff like that. Also, this almost definitely came from over this way. I know it's dark, but yeah, there's nothing at the end here, so I don't need to worry. But, what over here? Oh my god, is there actually more down here? Oh, this is a huge ass stronghold, like unintent. Like, I did not know that. Well, it's better to know now than later, I guess. Holy crap. Jesus Christ, there is a lot in this stronghold. I think this will be a fun thing to actually, like, explore. I need a few more things, of course, if I'm going to, like, do it. But, I think it'd be fun. Of course, we need to set up a few things over here and stuff, which I'm not really against, so, because I'm already going to be doing it anyway. Because the portal is really easy to get to for me, and I have another portal. So, like, I could technically set up, like, a little base of operations in here. Oh, you know what'd be really cool? Cleaning out this area and just setting up a really sick portal room. Oh, that'd be really fun. But, yeah, I can technically just go through here, I forgot. Which way is it? I think it's like this way. Yep. Because if we just... I don't know what time of day it is, but I know if we go up here... If we just swim... Blop. Yeah. It's nighttime. Actually, what biome are we in? Interesting. I still need to find a damn warm ocean. Those are zombies and some cod. But yeah, like with where we have this portal, it is such an annoying spot. And of course it's raining again. Why wouldn't it be? But like we have this whole like underwater area up here too, like with the ocean. Oh, there's a drowned. I want to see if I can find like some coal so I can make some more torches. But I don't know if I'll be able to find any. Either way though, it's still really cool. What if it rained Jesus Christ, what type of evil are you thinking of? That would be hellish. Oh wait, I get it. How did I not think of that at first? Honestly, I think that would just be more painful for people overall. Especially when you think about it, the Nether didn't use was most likely not that hot because with how basalt is formed, you need blue ice, meaning that the Nether had ice in it at some point. And the fact there's full biomes of it, I doubt that was just from like the ancient like builders or whatever they were called. It'd be a mess. Oh, it definitely would be. I wouldn't be surprised if like the piglins and stuff, like the Nether didn't used to be that way and used to be like a lot better, like closer to the overworld. I wouldn't be surprised because certain things were definitely caused by like whatever fucking creatures were before us. Like, I doubt the Nether was this hot and like no water can spawn type thing, especially if the basalt exists. I collect rocks. You know what? Fair. I actually collect my fair share of things. I collect enamel pins. I actually have quite a few. I don't collect just enamel pins. I collect pins overall, like different types of pins. Um, I have a wooden one that's like Freddie Mercury. I have a bunch of them. I have a happy birthday one that has built-in LEDs. It's really cool. Like I have all sorts of cool shit. Like I also have a bunch of like Persona pins that I have, like because they're really nice looking. And honestly, the company does really good with designing and creating those pins, in my opinion. In my opinion. Sorry, that's a bad one. That's new to me. Oh yeah, it's really cool. Like the LED one, it basically I can put a watch battery in the back and click a button and it lights up little the candles with little LEDs. It's really cute. I've had it for a long time. Of course, I have like an Arceus pin and a few other pins related to like Pokemon. I have the Scarlet and Violet legendaries, Miraidon and Koraidon as pins. I have pins of all sorts of things. Like if I went through every single thing I had, I actually don't know everything I have because there's just that many random shit and things in there. Like I've collected so many random things. Like I can look at the board behind me. Like, well, it's not even a board. It's like a fabric thing I have, and I can kind of see a few of them. Like I have some Persona pins. I have some Jurassic Park and Jurassic World pins. Um, I have some pins related to nursing and other things. Try to collect all the ores from MC and other games. That's pretty cool. Like I actually have a few stones and stuff myself that I've collected over the years. Like I'm similar in that regard, so but yeah. I know either way, yeah, I need to like definitely catch up on that stuff because it's been a while since I've gone back into collecting pins because that stuff can get quite expensive sometimes. It's one of those types of hobbies, but it's still really fun for me, and it's why I want to start doing more again. Like I love some of the ones I got. Um, I have a few next to me too. If I open this up, like I have a Pride one, I have a pansexual one. I have some of the different states of the U.S. I have this Metallica one that's really sick looking. I got one that's just a gay flag with weed on it because it was a gift. And that's just the ones I have next to me that I still need to hang up. But I have quite a few of different ones still over there as well. Like if I were to go over and pick some of them up, like just or take them off, I'd have to look at all of them. But yeah, I have quite a few, and I've spent quite a lot of money on all of them together. Oh, your screen view stream thing is offset. Is it? I wouldn't notice. Are you talking about the bottom part? Because that's literally just a thing that happens with some games like Minecraft. It's one of those things where I just put it at the bottom. It's a little art piece I have in the background that is basically a small thing I use. Yeah, the thing at the bottom is just a little background thing. Like I can't even show it off too. Um, like if I turn off gaming capture, it's a full actual like little cave scene. Oh, don't worry. Yeah, the whole little thing is actually a little background, and I've actually thought about like putting little things at the bottom. It's just a thing, so it's not a black screen that down there. Like it's a temporary thing that I kind of use for games that don't full screen the same way. Minecraft being one of them. I know some games have it, some don't. Like Stardew, it's easy to just hide that part because Stardew's quite big. But like games like Minecraft, on the other hand, it's a bit bigger. Um, but yeah, I usually keep that, and I always keep that in the background so that like if anyone like is on the stream and stuff, they also have that and don't have to just look at a black screen. Because if I'm like switching games, then it's not a black screen either, and there was just that little art piece. And how the fuck? It's wearing full iron armor. What? Where did it come from? What? I don't think I've seen that before. That was weird. That's fair. Yeah, it's always there, even if you don't see it. Like, it's always in the background. It's just a cool little detail thing. But I don't think I've ever seen a zombie in iron armor like that before, outside of if I give it iron armor. Like, in all honesty, I think that's like one of the only times I've ever seen that. But to see it naturally is weird. I will say though, I this is such a great little thing to have. Oh yes, look at all of that. But yeah, I've spent quite a lot of time with some of that stuff, and I'm never seen that. What the heck? I never seen a zombie wearing that outside of like if I unless I give it to it. So that was new for me. Drop 0 pieces. Yeah, so that it means that that was a normal spawn. Like that's spawned by itself. Super smelter. Yeah. I honestly love super smelters. So amazing. But it's the fact that that means that thing spawned naturally. Like if that thing spawned naturally, what the heck? I have so many questions. Like I actually want to know so much more. I need more emeralds if I'm gonna get mending. But yeah, like I am very interested now because I've never seen that and I want to know more. I'm also going to grab this and I'm going to sell stuff to them because I want to buy an axe. I think it's due to local difficulty. Probably. But even then, I recently died, so kind of like I don't know how much of that's local difficulty because I've never seen that before ever. And I recently died. You can even see I died to that skeleton earlier this stream. I think I can see local difficulty over to the side here. Um hmm. I might be blind. Oh yeah, local difficulty 5. Even then, that's not that high. Yeah, it resets after you die. If you die, it resets. Local difficulty resets every time you die, so it's definitely interesting. That's for sure. Because I've never seen that type of thing. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start mining this oak stuff slowly so that we can just clear it out. and I'm gonna turn most of it into sticks just for the Fletchers. But yeah, local difficulties resets when you die, so and it's also based on your game mode as not your game mode, your difficulty. And since my difficulty's on hard, like I just heard a doorbell sound. I think that was my dog at the door. I just heard that. I know my mom's home because she's off on Mondays. But it's less of an off and more of a her work saying, "You need to stop overworking yourself. I swear to fucking God. Go home and relax." Literally, like, it's that type of off day that she gets. It says something when her work cares more about her than most actual minimum wage jobs and most, like, actual jobs and stuff. It's weird. Even then, it's still quite funny when you think about it. Like, my dog rings a doorbell. Like, he has a little doorbell he'll ring whenever he wants to come in from outside. So you'll just hear ding, ding, dun, 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 dun. But sometimes he won't press it once. No, no, no. He'll go do 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 do, and he just doesn't stop. And it's like, dude, you haven't even given us a chance to get the heck up. Relax. Like, relax your shit, Dewey. And there's a joke between my friends of calling him Ding Dong Dewey. But even then, it's like, dude, relax. Like, take a damn chill pill, dudes. But yeah, I taught my dog to use a doorbell. Fun fact. That stick trade. Really don't know much. Whoever came up with the stick trade, I don't know. Like, whoever did, I think that's probably one of the most broken things about villagers is that you can trade 32 sticks for an emerald. I think that's part of the biggest reason villagers are so broken. And the thing is, even if you change like the trades to be biome specific, it's just going to make people not want to use villagers at all, and it's not going to balance villagers. It's just going to make people not use all the villagers or go out of their way so far more than they already do for villagers, which most people do go out of their way for villagers. Because villagers are the only reliable way to get mending, and they need to make another option for that for people. Because you could get it from fishing, but if Grian's videos are anything to say about it, catching over 6,000 fish before he even got a mending book. Like, if they're going to do anything like that, they need to make a reliable source for mending. And here's my thought: make it so the wandering trader can sell not only mending, but also will always sell one random enchant book for cheaper than normal in some cases, like at most like 45 diamonds for some of like the really high enchants, but also make it so the wandering trader can sell things like pottery shards and things like for example the mob heads, like stuff like that would be so cool. And if the whole thing is to make things more difficult to get, it's also a thing of mending is the only enchant. It's the only enchant that you can't get from an enchantment table. And like the only way you can get it is through lucky loot drops or surprise surprise, villagers. And it's an enchant that like is seen as a must get. Like they've even made it that way. And it's like if you're going to do it, at least make it a more renewable thing because that's the reason they didn't remove sand or TNT duplication yet. is because they don't have a reliable source to get more of it, like infinitely. And it's like you need mending if you want to do some of these big projects in single player. Otherwise, you're going through so much that you're just going to be wasting resources. Even then, you can get literally infinite lives easier than mending with the totems of undying. And it's just like, I think that's one of the saddest parts is if you cut out villagers as a way to get mending, you can't get mending for the most part. You can't get it reliably, but you can actually get like even if you cut out woodland mansions and stuff, you still can reliably get like totems of undying from raids. And it's actually insane because it's like at this point just like at this point just do something else about it. Because if you want things to be like renewable and shit, it needs to be like actually renewable. The issue is the reason TNT is still able to be duplicated is only because sand isn't duplicatable yet through like natural means. That's the only reason. Isn't that insane? Like I just find that kind of crazy because it's like really? Like if you're going to do something about it, you need to like take time to do it and Mojang really hasn't done that. That's definitely something Mojang needs to do. And the options they have mentioned, like turning villagers to biome specific trades, is so dumb. Like, I don't get it. Even if you were to replant trees, you'd never run out of wood. Exactly. And it's like, if you want to make infinite sources of stuff, you need to come up with ideas. Like, the Wandering Trader can trade sand. Rarely. Hell, so many people hate on the Wandering Trader because they never get good stuff from him, but it's like I've got the Wandering Trader can give so much good stuff, but honestly, I think Minecraft needs like Mojang needs to give the Wandering Trader more stuff to make him more useful. Like specialty mob heads. Like if he could give mob heads from all around, that would be awesome. It would give another way to get mob heads. Same thing for pottery shards. Then it could make them renewable, especially for people who want to try all these new ways of like testing and building with them. Then they don't need to go looking for it constantly and pray they get lucky. I think like one big desert has millions of blocks of sand. I mean, the biggest thing is like even then the Minecraft world does eventually end. It is not truly infinite. And that's something they know very well in like the Mojang offices. And like they've outright said they want an infinite source of sand before they remove duplication of it. Like that's been an outright thing said from Mojang. And I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't. But it's definitely a thought process that I'm like even I don't fully understand, but I also get why they keep certain things for the technical community as well. But if they want to keep it for the technical community, just outright say it. Like, I could see that being the reason they still kept TNT dupe, but they don't say it is. They say it's because there's no reliable way to get infinite sand and stuff, and it's like, well, if so, then why haven't you worked on that? if you want to get rid of it. Like, it makes no sense. Because some of the stuff they say just completely conflicts, it feels like. And Lord fucking knows at this point. Like, I'm fine with going to a desert. Hell, like, you could make one piece of TNT and get more sand just from that piece of TNT in a desert than if you were to do it, like, other ways. Like, if anything, I think part of it is just them not wanting to say certain things about um why, like, reasons. Like, we can only really guess. That's all we can really do at this point. Because Lord fucking knows at this point. Like, damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit, it should be here. Good thing I noticed that now. Because it's like, I want to keep these on an actual, like, good scale of evenness. Because OCD. But, like, Mojang really does need to fix it. Honestly, if they wanted to keep it for convenience, they should have just outright said it instead of saying that, then, in my opinion. Just because it's like, I mean, even Terraria devs have better, like, ways of saying it, of like, oh yeah, we kept the Hoik glitch because we found it so interesting on how it was used, and we found it more of a feature in the end of the day. And it's like, be like Terraria devs. Just outright say the reason. That's what a good dev does. They just outright are honest and transparent about it. That's one of the many reasons I like Terraria so much, is the devs are just so nice and actually, like, listen and aren't completely, like, assholes and stuff. Like, of course, Red's a bit trolly in his own ways, purposely. Like, that's just part of him as a person. But, like, even then, like, he's a kind guy. And for anyone who's, like, talked to, like, on their Discord or anything, you'd know that, like, they're just nice people that enjoy putting all the love and support into their games and stuff. And it's like, I feel like Mojang could learn a lot from Relogic and stuff and other companies like that. Like, a lot of bigger companies could learn from that. Because there's a reason their game has stayed so popular, other than just being good. And it's part of literally the community and stuff. I just haven't marked the blocks yet. I haven't gotten to do that yet. I need to. AFK. Oof. But yeah, like, I feel like if anyone were to learn from that, need to learn from it, it would be Mojang. Like, Mojang and other companies could really learn a lot from, like, Relogic and stuff in how to treat their fans and listen to the community, because Relogic does amazing at that. Like, of all the companies of games that I have, like, played, Relogic is the only one that actually listens. And, like, it's actually kind of insane. And of the other ones that I've seen listen, it's so rare that it's not even, like, a common thing compared to, like, when you're dealing with Relogic. From my experience, at least. I know that, in my personal opinion, I prefer Terraria over Minecraft in a lot of ways, but I prefer Minecraft over Terraria in other ways. Like, when it comes to building, I think both have their own unique ways of doing things. When it comes to, like, more 2D stuff, I prefer Terraria. I really do. When I want to make more 2D and more dynamic stuff, but when I want to make 3D stuff, I go to Minecraft. Like, I try a lot of different things. I love, and I mean love, trying stuff in different mediums, in different games, and all these different ways, but they both have their strengths as well as their weaknesses. And I feel like, from my experience alone, Terraria has just hit those strengths more often and repetitively, that it just feels a lot better to play. Like, even the new update was only supposed to be a quote unquote small update to, like, just fix a few things, add a few things for the Dead Cells crossover, and it turned into a full scale update, and now they've updated a bunch of stuff like the phase blades and stuff. And things have completely changed in some areas. And it's like, did they need to do that? No. Did they still do it? Yes. And it got to a point where they're just like, we also want to give them music artists and stuff, like the people who are making the music, more time to finish the music. Is there anything you want us to add? And we got things like phase blades are now completely changed, and like people giving suggestions that they're like, ooh, that would not be a bad idea. Like, we got something for the axes. What about something for the trees? Like a squirrel or something. It's like, ooh, that might be a good idea. It's like, that's what it's like when a dev listens. And I'd love to see more of that, honestly. Because I don't see a lot of that anymore. Especially when it comes to, like, game devs and doing stuff with their community. You just don't see it a lot anymore, and it's sad. Because it's what keeps their games going. And it's the only reason their games are still relevant, are the consumers. It's the same thing with streamers and content creators. The only reason they're even relevant in any form is always sheerly because of their communities. And a lot of people take it for granted. Like, I will be the first to say there are times where I feel so incredibly lucky that people like me for me and will watch my streams. And honestly, I don't know what to say some days. There are some days where I'm just like, I can't believe people actually find me interesting and actually want to watch me do stuff like this. And it still surprises me to this day because I never expected people to find me that type of interesting. At least not when I first started. But now look where I am, and you have this whole thing, and like, especially with game creators, some of them just take all the people who play their games for granted when they really shouldn't. Like, if it weren't for like the consumer, game creators would be out of business. And it's the same thing for a lot of like companies, and with a lot of the non-consumer friendly stuff too. You've seen a lot of companies just fall flat, and that's on them. And it really adds a whole new layer to a lot of the stuff that's been going on with just some of these companies and groups, because it's actually interesting to me, like how much power the consumer has in a lot of these cases. It's really cool because there's a lot of stuff people don't realize, and I'd love to see more people's reactions to just how crazy it gets when they take the time to learn and see all this stuff. And more. There we go. Unbreaking. Ooh, night vision arrows. But yeah, like I have spent so much time with some of these that I'm like, I remember a lot of the old stuff that I grew up with. I remember a lot of it. I grew up with a lot of it. But even now, I'm like, I've seen so many creators do so many different things. I've witnessed so many different things that I've just stopped caring for the most part. Like, I don't watch the same people I used to. I don't eat the same stuff I used to. I don't do a lot of the same stuff I used to. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people overall don't notice anymore is just how much actually has changed, especially for the market and like actual watch times. Like that's something I've noticed a lot just because a lot of the people I like just who don't change with the times, but also people are losing their enjoyment and stuff. And that's something that always brings in people is seeing people enjoy the things they enjoy. And in a lot of those cases, it's kind of what stops a lot of people from being as interesting as before, or they don't change and they're still doing stuff, but you just fall out of liking them as much as that you used to, and that's okay. Like no matter what, things are gonna change, but it shouldn't stop you from still being able to enjoy what you like as long as it's not illegal or anything. And that's kind of how I'm looking at it is more of a thing of honestly, shit's gonna change as we get older, but that's not a bad thing. If anything, it's a good thing because it means we're changing. We're gonna be different, and there may be a different day tomorrow or later. Either way, oh yes, that's looking great. Either way, we're still people. We all still enjoy ourselves in our own ways. When our sharpness 4 would not be bad. And we all have our own things we love and enjoy, and that's okay. Ooh, I'm breaking 3. Protection 3, blast protection 4, breaking 3, sweeping edge 3. What about this? Feather falling 4. Oh, hell yes. Wait, don't I already have one of those? Yes, I do. Well, at least I got a bunch of good stuff with those enchants. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. But yeah, like, just from my experiences alone, like, I used to watch a lot of people, most of which people might not even remember. Like, I've actually thought about going back and seeing whatever happened to some of the old creators I used to watch. Like, last I heard about, like, creators like Popular MMOs, I think he was in jail at some point, got a divorce with, um, I guess now his ex-wife Jen and stuff. Like, that's from what I've heard. I don't know what's happened for the life of me. I'm just going off what I remember hearing. Like, then there's Poet Plays. I don't know whatever happened to him. I don't know whatever happened with, like, Sunday. I know what happened with Jerome. Like, Jerome actually, last I saw, Jerome was actually doing really well for himself, and honestly, I gotta give him credit for that. Last I heard, he's, um, engaged, so that's pretty cool. It's like, I still remember the Team Crafted days. Like, I still remember what happened to some of them, like Sky Does Minecraft and stuff, but in all reality, I don't know what happened to a lot of the people I used to watch. IBX? Hmm. Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to all the Yogscast guys, because I know what happened to some of, like, the Minecraft guys, but I don't know what happened to all the Yogs guys. Like, of course, I know what happened to Tinfoil Chef. I still was watching Tinfoil Chef before he passed. May he rest in peace. But I look at it now and I'm just kind of like, what actually happened to some of these people? Because I don't know. Like last I heard, some of them were like still doing stuff, but others I don't know. Like I don't know what happened to people like Deadlocks or Trumo or like Husky Mudkips. I don't know what happened to some of the other people I used to watch, like Winter or like. There's a lot of people. I like last I heard, Winter and Poet got married, but I don't know what happened since then. Like it's been so long, I don't know. Like that's like I grew up watching a lot of YouTubers and lots of people, but I just really don't know what's happened to them. And that's definitely something I want to kind of learn about too, personally. Just I wonder how certain people are or how their YouTubes are. He did a lot. Direwolves, Dan TDM. Yeah, YouTube went poof, and that's probably what happened. Yeah, that's fair. Like YouTube really has done a lot of bad things last I checked, but also some good. It's kind of a mixed bag. But I kind of look at the stuff now and I'm just like, damn. Like some people, I just don't know what happened. Like I don't know what happened to some of the people I used to watch. Like I know my friends mentioned Stampy Cat a lot and I'm like, who the fuck is that? Because the amount of times and the only reason I even learned who Stampy was is because people kept fucking saying I look like him. And I don't know and I didn't know who the fuck he was. But people kept saying my skin looked like him and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And like I finally decided to look him up and I'm like, and I'm just like, this is about as much as I have for my skin. Like I am literally just my Sona. Like you can even see it through like my thing. I am just my Sona with goggles. Like I can even take off like if I go to skin customization and just turn off my hat, it's just the same thing. And that's something that I've gotten so many times. I'm like, and I for the longest time I was like, who the fuck is this person? Rayman's very want to play through there. It's nice. I don't like the flash. Yeah, a lot of stuff is a lot faster paced and more ADHD. It feels like, and like just to keep attention to a point where it's lowering people's attention spans. Like there was a whole study on how a lot of the stuff we do now, like things like TikTok and YouTube Shorts, do lower our attention spans. Same thing with Vine. Like that type of stuff did lower our attention spans just naturally, as well as a few other things, and that's why like longer form videos are actually good. Like as well as short videos. Like doing them in moderation doesn't affect as bad, but like it does lower attention spans, which is a whole nother issue entirely. But yeah, yeah, I don't use TikTok. YouTube I use. Sometimes I'll see like a short or something, and I'm like, okay, cool. But that's about most I'll do. Like, I'm very held back on some of the stuff. I just don't have enough care to care about some of those shorts and stuff. Like, I'm just here like, okay, cool. Whatever. Because I just never was able to get into those. Like, and it's nothing wrong with, like, them as a thing. It's just, a lot of them are boring or just horrible for your attention span. And it's like, you just stop watching it after a point because you just don't have enough care to watch it. And that's okay. Everyone has their own thing they enjoy to watch, etc. Like, personally for me, I prefer watching longer form videos. Also, this still is slowly turning into stuff. Also, I know they increased how fast copper oxidizes next to each other to a point where they're actually even, if not near, if not the near the same. Like I think it excises faster together. Last I checked, but that's another thing. But like a lot of stuff is just so quick that even streamers have kind of felt a bit of like that thing of like, yeah, TikTok kind of ruins a lot of people's attention span, and streamers don't see as much. And that's one of the things about live viewers versus like VOD viewers. Live viewers are more reliable in a lot of cases. They're more likely to come back, etc. Like if we're going by statistics. And VOD viewers, like people who watch the full VOD, are more likely to become live viewers in the future. Or people who like spend a lot of time watching long form videos are more likely to watch streams or like be part of streams. Twitch is a long form live. Like, and that's one of the things about streaming, especially, is because of the attention drop, it negatively affects streamers a lot. And I know it's not even purposeful. It's just an after thing that is because of it. Just a me thing, but I never watch any VODs on Twitch or YouTube. I mean, some people do, some people don't. Honestly, even though I don't always watch them, I usually put them in the background and just kind of listen. Like, that's something that I've done a lot, and honestly, I highly suggest it because not only does it help the streamers and stuff, but it also is kind of nice just to have in the background when you're doing stuff because it's just a bit of like background noise. Like having that bit of background noise can be really good. But even then, like that background noise is the main reason I even like listen to VODs. Like there are times like recently one of the streamers I watch started a VODs channel and I've been watching by putting in the background his Elden Ring playthrough he did like beginning of last year, but he started uploading the VODs of, and it's like sick because let me just say it's fucking hilarious. I mean, the other day I had him in the background just because he was live at an earlier time, and I still remember this whole thing of saying because he was playing Mario World and he was talking about stuff and then died between two of those giant spike things in Mario that go chunk into lava, and he said it in such a way that broke his friend on stream because two long hard spiky things and then it getting hot because of lava, and having and just hearing them try to explain to this guy who, mind you, wanted to apparently become a veterinarian and has a male cat, the fact of how weird that sounded. And I'm just thinking to myself, how did he not realize? How do you not realize how bad that sounds? Like it sounded really bad. Like already, but he just made it so much worse for himself. But yeah, content's nice in the background sometimes. And there's some hilarious moments you can get out of it. Like, I know for me personally, I usually put on a lot of content relating to all sorts of things, but I listen to a lot of like streamers. I know I usually put like um the hermit streams in the background or other um community streams in the background sometimes because like a lot of them are just good at what they do. Like especially the hermits, they're really good at doing their stream stuff, though they're very kid friendly because obvious reasons. But in a lot of the streams of like furry community members I've watched, a lot of them who stream are very passionate about their craft. So it's like really nice to watch. Balloons. Oh my god, Balloons TD. I love the Balloons games. I really need to get my friend Nate to play it with me on stream one day, but he's never up early enough. Oh my god, that would be fun. We beat the Lich boss balloon last night, barely, and oh my god, we didn't get to Elite, but it sucked. The map it's on, it doesn't even go back and forth, and it's normal speed. You can't use snipers or druids. Like, it was actually extreme difficulty for us. Totally, everyone's like, "What's that?" For once, yes. I mean, balloons is just a part of my childhood. Like, I remember when that Flash game first came out. I still play it. I have all the heroes and BTD 6 and everything. I play it with my friend Nate all the time. Like, that's something I've done for years. I've played BTD 4, 5, 6. I even played the original ones. I played all the Flash versions. Like, I grew up playing that type of stuff, basically. Is how, like, I loved BTD ever since it came out. I need to put more lapis in there. Like, something I will say is, like, I've noticed when I talk about certain things that, like, I get really into, I'll just start bouncing around in Minecraft, not even thinking. But, like, yeah, BTD, I grew up with that. That was, like, basically, I grew up with that. It's how it feels, at least. But I've spent so much time with that game. It is like, God, that is so much nostalgia in a game series. Oh yeah, the original ones were very difficult, but I still remember them. Like, for me, balloons is one of those nostalgic things too, because I grew up playing it and stuff, and I played a lot of the original stuff. Gosh, I still remember when, like, the ninja was new. I still remember the original. I still remember when the Spikapult had an upgrade that turned it into three. God, that was a whole nother thing. I remember when they added tier threes and fours, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Oh my god, Gemcraft. Do you remember Blowrocks? I think that's how it said. It was like Blowrocks, something like that, where you played as like this long, thin rectangular block, and you basically had to solve puzzles. Um, Gosh, that I remember that one. I liked that one a lot. Like, a lot of people have no clue what I'm talking about unless they are like part of that era or like played those types of games from like early 2000s era, and it's like it's such a breath of fresh air when people know. Yeah, moving along the grid. Oh my god, yes. There's so many good games during that era too. I actually never played Age of War. It just never struck me as a game I liked, but it was one of the games where I'm just like, I don't know if I want to try it. I might not. Like, there's certain games I've tried and certain ones I haven't. Like, do you remember Spore? That's a game I've always wanted to play, but just never got it. Like, I've watched people play it and stuff, and I've so badly wanted to go and play it. Oh, Happy Wheels. Now that's a classic. I still remember Jacksepticeye back then. I want like and like how much he ruined his vocal cords because of how much he yelled. Honestly, I'm glad he's doing better now. I watch him here and there. Like, I still watch Jacksepticeye here and there when I get the chance. And honestly, it's nice to see him more calmed down and stuff and like not ruining his vocal cords. Like, as someone who used to do a lot of singing and stuff, I know how much that ruins your vocal cords by yelling that much. It's one of the many reasons I'm a more soft-spoken person, because that stuff really can hurt your vocal cords if not rip them and like completely fuck you over. There's some treatments, yeah, but even then it will never fully fix everything, especially if you really fuck it up. Like, damn, I've seen some really fucked up vocal cords in my time. Okay, good, you can use those. I'll just put those in there for some more. But yeah, like, I think this is probably a good place to end because I need to leave soon for another thing. Um, exclamation mark YouTube is where we have the VODs, but we also have a Discord with exclamation mark Discord where we just kind of chill as a community. Been slowly building it to just kind of be more of a community slowly, but I announce if I'm sick, etc. That's kind of where I do things. It's where I put a lot of the stuff of like being sick. It's where people mainly hang out for the most part. At least that's what we've been trying to do. Um, another thing, of course, you exclamation mark YouTube where we have all the VODs and stuff. But either way, surprise, surprise, no one is streaming because of. Okay, this is one thing I will say that I've noticed. A lot of people don't stream when I do, at least of people that I know I can raid to, because I don't know how to raid out of people I don't like follow in some form. So I'm just here like I need to figure it out, but I just don't have the time. Either way, though, I do hope you all have wonderful days, and just remember to always be awesome.